Hello and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making a beef bourguignon from the Best of Bridge Sunday Suppers cookbook. I started off the recipe by browning up 3 pounds of stewing beef that I've cut into roughly 2-inch cubes in just a little bit of vegetable oil. Once all of it's been browned, it gets removed from the pan. I've added in 1 large onion that's been thinly sliced, and this will get sauteed for about 3 to 4 minutes. Once the onions have softened up, I'll be adding in 3 cloves of finely minced garlic and sauteing this for an additional 30 seconds. When the garlic becomes fragrant, add the beef back in along with any accumulated juices. Sprinkle the meat and onions with 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. The flour then gets tossed in with the meat and onions until they're roughly evenly coated. Next in goes 2 cups of red wine, salt and pepper. I've pulled the thyme leaves off of 2 sprigs of fresh thyme and 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. This now gets topped off with roughly 2 to 3 cups of beef broth. You want it to just come up and lightly cover the meat. That looks pretty good. And now this gets covered and goes into a 325-degree oven where it'll bake for 2.5 to 3 hours or until the meat's tender. The stew still has roughly a half an hour left of cooking time in the oven, but I want to go ahead and move on to cooking the mushrooms and the pearl onions, and I started off doing that by melting down 2 tablespoons of butter, to which I'm going to add 20 pearl onions and 1 pound of mushrooms that I've cut into quarters. After about 10 minutes of sauteing, the mushrooms should be cooked all the way down and the pearl onions have started to soften up, so I've turned off the heat and this will get added into the stew as soon as it comes out of the oven. Today I'll be serving the beef bourguignon over top of mashed potatoes, though it's also served over egg noodles as well. I have gone ahead and added the pearl onions and the mushrooms into it, and now all I have left to do is try it out. And I have to say the meat is incredibly tender. It literally fell apart when I checked it at the end of the cooking time. I really can't wait to dive in here and try it out. It smells absolutely incredible. This is fantastic. That red wine really adds a depth of flavor. I can kind of get hints of it that have soaked into the meat also. And as for the meat, it really just melts in your mouth. It is so incredibly tender. I love the little pop from the pearl onions. You get that little oniony pop every once in a while. And, you know, mushrooms, I love them. Overall, I would make this over a regular beef stew from now on, honestly. Yeah, I don't think I can say enough good things about it. Something I will definitely be adding to my list to make over and over again. I can see why it's a classic. But that is going to be it for me for the day. If you've enjoyed this video, leave me a comment down below. If you tried this recipe out, let me know how it turned out for you. And as always, thank you all so very much for joining me today. I've been Volker. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope I see you in the next one.